Welcome back to another MNFL game here. We have the Orbits and the Dragons. As we welcome my commentary partner, Ice Storm, in here.
Yeah.
All right, and we'll get this one started here in just a few. Ice, is there anything you want to say to the fans?
Um, yeah. Orbits are gonna beat the Dragons. Ah!
And my commentary buddy's betting. All right, here we go.
And also,
The
one more
Dragons
thing.
will.
Go Detroit Tigers.
Okay, and he's betting on the Detroit Tigers too. All right. The Orbits with a very good, or very decent, excuse me, return right there. Trevor Lawrence coming out
Right up to the
for the
35.
Orbits. We stay along the East Coast here in this matchup,
74
so
overall.
the 74 overall aggressive decision maker will get the ball first. And we'll see how that works out. And he's
Ooh,
going to
he's
keep
taking
it.
it for
And,
himself.
oh, fumble!
Oh!
To start off the game. Luckily, the offense will recover that one, but that had a chance to be very, very
Something.
bad for the
Oh, yeah,
Orbits.
definitely something, too.
And the handoff. He takes
Oh!
his time, but
Oh!
he's got the edge, and he's going to get down to the 35, a
Bigsby.
20-yard gain.
Oh, okay.
And
He's just talking
okay,
trash in his face. He said, "No, what's up, John? Come on, bro."
yeah, he's pressing him right there as the run here will be stopped very shortly. A yard gain for Bigsby as we have ball 34.
Yep, here we
The
go. Hand off
handoff.
to ETN, and he will only get at least one or two there,
Yeah,
and
he
it'll
gets a
be
gain
third
of
down.
two. Third down here for the Orbits. Looking at a third and long. Lawrence
Lawrence,
chucks it. He's
pressured,
got it.
caught,
And it's going to be, ooh,
fourth
fourth
and
and
inches.
inches. So a
Are
decision
they
to
gonna
make
go for
here.
it? They have to go for this. This is like fourth and inches, not fourth and one, but come on now.
Well, I mean, and then think about it too. They're also, I mean, do you want to give this field position to them if you fail?
And they will kick
The
the field
Orbits say
goal.
no. We'll go ahead and kick our field goal, get our three, and let the defense do the rest as the kick is up, and it is good. We start off our game with a scoring drive, not a very exciting one, but one nonetheless. 3-0 Orbits. And here is the home opening team, the Virginia Beach Dragons, to return this. They'll get to the 25, so not as explosive of a return, but we'll take a look at Tua Tagovailoa. 82 overall. Decision making is ideal. 83 speed and a 74 awareness. So
Yep, here we
calm
go.
under pressure, I would assume, is the way you describe this guy. Fakes the pitch, gets it out to the running back anyways, and we'll have a gain of 3. And there is an injury on the Orbits defense. It'll be lineman Hamilton. Goes into the locker room. 2nd and 7. Tua fakes a handoff once again. Goes deep. It's
Oh,
intercepted. The
intercepted!
Orbits will get the ball
Okay.
on their own 49-yard line. Might as well call it midfield. Andre Cisco gets the
It was a,
interception, and this defense proves strong.
and it was
What
intended
a
for Jalen
play.
Waddle.
Yeah, and the
Very
funny thing about
contested.
this is Jalen Waddle is
Wow.
usually one you look at as more of a I'm a burn you type of guy. You know, he's speedy and everything like that, but obviously
Yeah.
not enough speed on that one as Trevor Lawrence is back out on the field. Very good field position. Lawrence fires, pass is caught, and we'll have it on the opposing 35. So, again, just good plays through and through as T-Law fakes the throw, goes deep, and he is clobbered.
That was in like triple coverage or something.
Yeah, he tries to go back to the previous receiver right there. Just doesn't work.
Not the
So
best
maybe finding
idea.
a new target here. 2nd and 10. Handoff, and it'll
ETN.
get 2
2
yards.
yards.
ETN on the short gain. And we
Oh,
have
wait.
another third
Oh,
and long
right in.
situation. Lawrence looks to throw. He's going to keep it. Runs for himself, and he's got the first down, but he does get double teamed right there on the tackle. Good defensive cohesiveness, if you will. So 1st and 10 at the 23. Trevor making some calls at the line. Pass is caught on the sideline. That just for that sort of a gain was very impressive. As 2nd and 1 occurs at the 14. Receiver in motion. Here's the pass. It's caught. And they will be inside the 10. 1st and goal for the Orbits. Trevor Lawrence fires. And does he have it? They'll
Incomplete.
say no. Almost held
Christian
on to that
Kirk.
one, though, even in a triple coverage sort of situation. So T-Law might want to go back to him at some point. Lawrence tries to throw, and he's quickly caught and sacked. Campbell on the sack, and it'll be 3rd and goal to the 14.
To end the first quarter.
So a pretty defensive first quarter. As for the Orbits, the Virginia Beach Dragons looking setting defensive tone as well heading into the second quarter. Did it pretty well at the end of that one. 3rd and goal. Lawrence. End zone. Incomplete. I think he would have been better off with an interception there, but not my call to make. Christian Kirk, the intended receiver, as we'll see another field goal by the Orbits.
And the kick's
Kick is
up.
up
Kick
and good.
is good.
Results
I would.
in an Orbits lead 6-0. So, bunch of successful, I'll put an air quote around successful drives for the Orbits. Meanwhile, the return team gets out to the 24, and we see Tua go back out on the field. Now we're going to watch Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle on these ones. Remember, Waddle was the intended receiver before it got intercepted. Tua fires. He's got his running back, and it results in a first down to the 43. Big gain right there, and things are getting chippy on the field. Hopefully they settled that one out. Might have just cut off of a fight as it's 1st and 10 at the 43. Waddle in motion. Tua drops back. Slings one. It's caught. Tyreek
Tyreek
Hill.
Hill!
Touchdown.
Touchdown!
Virginia Beach Dragons.
My goodness!
What a play right there. Tyreek Hill, extraordinarily known for his speed, and Tua just lays it right on the dot.
And the Orbits are gonna make me go broke.
Seems
Come
just
on.
about like it there. Tua hiked up. Um, bunch of jokes about him being the CT king as we get the extra point up and good. It only took 2 plays and 43 seconds. Call that a 76-yard strike altogether. As
Yep.
Orlando will receive the kickoff. And it'll be 1st and 10 to the 30. So here is T-Law. As this game is now switched from one side to the other. Lawrence, he's going to hit his crossing route. That's Christian Kirk. And it'll be 1st and 10 to the 41. Now, Trevor Lawrence has a few options if he really needs it. He's been pretty good so far. Ooh,
Ooh,
took
oh.
very long on the handoff, and no one likes it there except for the defense. 2-yard loss, 2nd and 12.
It's me. Had some
Lawrence looks to
spinach
throw.
pizza
He's going
earlier.
to throw medium range, and he's got him to the 40.
Yep, right there. Nice laser from Trevor Lawrence to Christian Kirk there.
Yeah, Christian Kirk has been number one target so far in this first half. Meanwhile, 1st down at the 40. Lawrence, he's scrambling, fires. He's got Kirk again.
Wow.
We're going to have to get a reception counter on Christian Kirk here soon because, I mean, this is outrageous.
I'm predicting it right now. He might have 10 receptions for over 100 yards, if not over 150 yards and maybe a touchdown. I'm predicting that
Put it
right
on
now, by the way.
DraftKings, bud, as this pass is
Yep.
batted down. Jordan Poyer, I believe, who could have had the interception, doesn't get it there. Just decides to swat it down. Not a bad idea. Here's Waddle in motion. Lawrence
That ain't
takes his
Waddle.
check down.
That's Evan Ingram.
Oh, excuse me. I'm thinking of the Dragons. Yeah, laugh all you want. You're the one betting. 3rd and 4.
Here we go.
Lawrence
3rd and 4.
out wide. Caught by ETN, and
First
he
down.
trickles forward for a 1st down
Evan Ingram.
to the 11.
And just wow. Already better get a touchdown here before a 2-minute warning, maybe. No,
Yep.
they won't. They almost snapped off
The
the ball,
final
though.
play, a big one here, which this first half could honestly end with a touchdown. We don't know what's going to happen yet, and there's a sack. Looked like a designed slip screen, but they were too fast for Lawrence. And Bradley Chubb gets bumped into by Lawrence after the play. He's the one that made the tackle. That is the brother, I believe, of Nick Chubb.
I'm gonna see if
As it's second and
that's
nine.
confirmed there.
2nd and 19. Lawrence takes the short completion. I'll check down. 3rd and 13.
Well, Cab was honestly wrong about one thing, but yes, Bradley Chubb and Nick Chubb are related. They are cousins. So, yeah.
Imagine it's like a brotherly thing, though, when you get into the NFL. Lawrence,
And oh,
4th and inches. The Dragons call a timeout.
ooh,
And
that's a
why are we still
and
kicking field
wow.
goals?
Oh my God. It is 4th and inches.
An 11-yard kick, it's up and good, I guess, but
Can, can I
we're going to
change
have to
can I
fix
change my
that.
betting? Can I please just now bet on the Dragons win? Come on
You
now.
cannot cash out right now. 9 to
So
7. The Orbits will kick this one off to the Dragons. A pretty
And
decent return. Gets
yeah,
them to the
very decent
32.
on there.
And Tua Tagovailoa. Excuse me, that one's a little bit of a tongue twister for me still.
Oh,
Okay.
9-7 is the score
32-yard
so
line is
far.
where they reside. Tua. Why not hits the check down,
Oh,
but that one was batted out of his hands forcefully. Wow. Smith just got manhandled right there. 2nd and 10. Tua crossing route. Oh, he's still up.
oh,
He could go.
oh, oh!
Look at this. Smith to
Wow!
the house.
YouTube
Touchdown.
short.
Dragons.
That is YouTube short worthy.
Put it on the highlight
Allen
reel.
Smith.
Jonnu Smith, the tight end, taking this
Oh
little
my god.
check down
Look
right
at
here.
this.
That is
Look at
two
this.
people trying to take him down,
Oh my
and you just
god.
can't shoulder tackle this guy right here. Incredible resilience, and he's awarded with 6. Extra
Now the
point is
question
up and
is,
good. 9-14, and the Dragons are in Big Play City right now.
in Virginia.
Yeah, this might be our first home win. Excuse me if I'm wrong. This one will be received at the 6-yard line, and I imagine they'll just kick a field goal from here, partner. What do you think?
Well, I see it. I mean, they might not have enough time for it though, unless they get a deep ball and somehow randomly get out of bounds, and maybe they might kick the field goal. We don't know. But they do have
Right.
three
It's
timeouts, but they're gonna run it out. All right, so Orlando sucks. Got it.
okay.
Not the city of Orlando.
Excuse my friend for the bias, but only field goals for the Orbits. 2 touchdowns for Virginia Beach, as they
And the
will
Red Dragons. And
they
here we
will
go.
battle it
Halftime
out
report.
here in the second half. We'll see if anything changes with the Orbits. Meanwhile, the San Antonio Black Knights and the Sentinels, 10 to
Oh,
13.
that's the first home win. That was the first home
Yeah. So excuse me there. That that was the Sentinels award, as the Toronto Condors
win.
versus the
And
Oklahoma City
Bisons and
Bisons.
Commodores. Yet to come.
We still have that one on the waiting list.
And
Mounties and
Mounties and
Snowhawks.
Snowhawks. That
Don't
was
let
like the
that
first
deceive you.
game.
We have done that game. Go check it out. Um, Earlier in my YouTube history there, and
And
the
oh
Orbits,
my
they've
god.
pieced together some decent drives here, but I mean,
John U.
Jonnu
Smith, look at
Smith.
this.
I mean, I'm still not over that. That is nuts. This dude took a
Just
check down,
insane.
almost got hit stick, turns around and gets a touchdown. I mean, and that's not a big tight end neither. Absolutely insane. As Virginia Beach will get it once again. The
And the
return
Red Dragons will
will
take it
get to
out
the
to the
28.
28. Yep.
And we do
And
have an injury timeout. That's Walker Jr.
Anthony Walker.
That is a
Yeah.
huge injury right there. We'll get that one to you possibly by the end of the game here. Tua sends it out right, and it'll be 2nd and 2 as the Dragons
Now if the
are
Red Dra-
cruising down the field at an exponential rate. Tua takes this one and puts it in Tyreek's hands for a first down to the 42. Remember, still 9-14
here we
as
go,
the
handoff.
handoff. Oh, he's still
As
up, and
Achan
he'll only
for a
get two
gain of
yards
2.
out of that, but you can admire the resilience right there.
Now I think if the Red Dragons can get a touchdown here, it could be slowly fading away for the win there for the Orbits.
And I think the
Slowly.
Orbits realize that one, stuffed the hole on that. 3rd and 8. Now, the passing game is where they are absolutely brutal. They're going to have to cover all receivers
Jonnu
here.
Smith. Here we go.
Tua
Fakes
tucks
it.
it,
Throws.
and he
Caught.
got the first down.
I
What
don't know who
a
that is.
what a way to improvise there. That's Barrios,
Yeah,
Braxton
Burrios.
Barrios. So
Wow.
he'll be absolutely
And
discarded
Doug
at the 40.
Peterson just
Good
cursing
job
out
on the hit by
somebody.
the Orbits, but we're going to see what Virginia Beach can do right here. They go
Oh,
outside. They'll decide nada. Andre
that's
Cisco,
Cisco.
who has an interception already, and it was expected to be a touchdown, but once again, I think Orlando is either allergic or scared of the end zone. Have no
Must
clue if
be.
there's really an in-between right there. As 3rd and 4 looming here for Virginia Beach. Slow, methodical drives here. And another check down to Jonnu Smith this time. He broke off a huge one earlier on, which, I mean, I was talking about the last game having some highlights of the week and everything like that. This one might be just as good. Jonnu Smith might earn that award as 2nd and 10 after Tua throws it out of bounds. 2nd and 10 here for Virginia Beach. And it looks like they're going to audible everybody out of that last call. Tua.
Fakes it. Throws.
And he's
Caught
got
to
Barrios. Barrios
Barrios.
stays up,
Oh.
and he gets down to the 5. This one could get out of hand right here, right now. 1st and goal to the 5.
Orbis
Catches this
defense
one
is
at the
just
20,
getting
and I
cooked
think
right
this is what
now.
they liked about Barrios in the draft part of this whole thing. I mean, he is a big yards after catch receiver, yak, if you will, as Jono Smith in motion. And it's going to be a
Achan.
touchdown for Devon Aching.
Rushing touchdown. Devon Achan. And
And
the
this
Red
one is getting
Dragons.
out of hand very fast for the Orbits. They're going to need a
Oh, and
touchdown at one point or another here, as Virginia Beach just keeps putting up the score. That one took a little longer, though. I say a little longer. That took way longer. 11 plays, 72 yards, and about 4 minutes off the clock right there, going inside of 5 minutes. So 1 minute and 10 seconds to go for the Orbits in this quarter, as it'll be handled to the 28-yard line. Trevor Lawrence been kind of today. He has his moments, but then there's times like these, and ETN is not having a fun day on the ground. 5 rushes for 6 yards. That's pretty much a yard per carry, as we have 2nd and 8 here at the 29. Handoff, and that one will boost the average for ETN. Brings up 1st down at the 38 here. And the 3rd quarter winding down. They're going to need to get a snap off. They will. They'll run it. ETN, he gets clobbered to the sideline. And we'll end the quarter 9-21. The Dragons have a score in each of these three quarters so far. They're also the only ones who have thrown an interception in this match. So we'll see again if that comes back to haunt them. Trevor Lawrence fires and just
Incomplete.
overguesses his receiver there. 3rd and 6. 42. Motion from the orbits. Lawrence gets it past the sticks for a first down. That's Christian Kirk. He's been a reliable one today. Pretty sure that's his 6th reception of this one. Could be wrong, but it's somewhere in that general area, about maybe 5 or 6. As it's 1st and 10 in the enemy 47. Lawrence looks to throw. He's going deep, and this one is deflected by Brooks. Dangerous passes here from Lawrence, but once again, he has not been picked off today. And Lawrence
Here we
will run the
go.
ball,
Looking
and
to
he's
scramble.
clotheslined at midfield.
Got absolutely murdered.
Looking maybe for a call right there. I don't know. Maybe a malfunction in his headset. As it'll be 3rd and 12. Lawrence looking, still can't find anybody, and he's going to be sacked for the 3rd time today. Injury timeout here,
Trevor
and
Lawrence.
oh no.
The orbits are in disaster.
Hold on a second here. Believe the backup quarterback is in. 4th and 15.
Mac
Mac
Jones.
Jones fires. Oh,
Oh,
what a move! He's going to get the first down. Devin
they got
Duvernay.
hurry up offense. They're gonna
Yeah,
have
they
some
got to
hurry up
have
offense here.
some pep in their step here. Mac Jones comes in and delivers a check down. Now, I don't know if I totally agree with that, but it does gift them a first down, and Duvernay taking it all the way past the sticks. And McVay obviously not too happy about that one.
That's
1st and
Mike
10.
McDaniels, but alright, here we go, Mac Jones.
Holy, excuse me. Gentlemen,
Throws
I'm on one today, and
intercepted.
that's an interception. That should just about close it out. Kendall Fuller.
Kendall Fuller. hmm And the
They
Red
pose in
Dragons
the
look
end
like they
zone.
have secured the win. It's
Mac
looking like that.
Jones steps in, delivers a really good pass, and then follows it up with an interception. We've seen him be a good backup, but here's Tua, and his passes today have been pretty much on point, except for, of course, the start of the game, which I would say has been the only interception, but now, obviously, Virginia Beach secured their first in the 4th quarter. A little bit of payback as Tua looks to throw, and he will be sacked. Orlando's first sack of the day. And we'll take a look back at this one. The line kind of deteriorates on the edge, and that's what allows the sack right there. So 2nd and 18. Waddle goes
Oh,
deep,
oh.
incomplete. That would have
Evan
been another
Ingram couldn't keep
dagger
it in.
in the side of
But no, it was
Orlando.
Waddle.
3rd and 18. 17-yard line. Tua looks to throw. He's going to go
Throws.
deep
Yep.
again, and it'll be 4th and 1. Now, they don't necessarily have to go for this one, And there's a little bit of a scuffle out there. 4th and 1. Virginia Beach will punt this for, I believe, the first time today, which is kind of crazy to say. Mac Jones still in the game. Trevor Lawrence was hurt. I believe it was on that sack right there, but Lawrence has been terribly troubled today. He's relieved of his services as Mac Jones takes the helm. So we'll see what Mac Jones can do. He'll throw it out of bounds. This one has been a pretty good home opener for the Red
And
Dragons,
wow,
and that one's deflected at the line. So 3rd and 10,
that just looks more like it was
21.
deflated or something, bro. Ain't no way.
You're only saying that because you bet on it. But anyways, 4th and 6, and this is the first time they've gone for a 4th down play. And mind you, they had 4th and inches at the 1 yard line earlier. As this throw deep incomplete. There it is.
And that's game. I mean, it's been game since the fourth quarter, but that's confirming it. It's game.
Kendall Fuller knocking that one down. I believe that's his second or third deflection today. As the Red Dragons take over on offense at the 26. And here's the handoff. It'll be about 8. And the 2-minute warning. As we basically know how this one's going to go. I mean, whether the Virginia Beach Dragons score again or not, this one is already over, partner. I mean, look,
Yeah,
right
it
here.
really is.
It's been the story of the game, and Jonnu Smith is injured. Wow, week 1 showed out really well. Hope he's able to come back. Again, the updates will come one time or another here. Here is the fake handoff, and take about a yard loss from that one. 2nd and goal. Red Dragons hand this one off, and they'll take another yard loss. It's almost like they're kneeling. And we'll see what they do on 3rd and goal. Do they rub it in, or do they just take the 4th down, maybe kick a field goal or something? Very close. Timeout taken by Orlando. That'll be their final. And hold on, they're lining up for another play. 4th and goal at the 1.
Wow.
Orlando. Can they defend it?
In the
No.
end zone.
Touchdown. Devon Achane. That padding
With
right
just
there.
dominance. Devon Achane.
That will count as this one will count definitely as a blowout because Orlando hasn't scored much of anything here. I mean, even with T-Law in, it didn't really look good. Mac Jones finally gets out there. I mean, he was sacked. You got to think, T-Law was sacked 3 times. Mac Jones hasn't been sacked any. He's not even injured. And he throws interceptions like a madman, but you can't blame the guy. He's only a second string quarterback. As of right now, I think T-Law is going to be out for the rest of the game and possibly a few weeks. Mac Jones throws this one out once again. Not much you could do here. Maybe a little bit of emotional support going into this final one. here. This would probably be their final drive, if I had to say so myself. And here's Jones unloading. Big play incomplete. That was Brian Thomas Jr. Seems like a little bit of a misunderstanding on the opposite end of the field. They settle that one, though. 3rd and 10. Jones throws this one out of bounds as well. And wow, what a waste of a drive.
Yeah, it really was. Number 10, Matt
And
Jones.
again, this one really doesn't matter. I mean, if Virginia Beach scores off of this one, they'll have over 30 points in our
Let's
game here.
see.
And hold on, we have a
Pass
flag.
interference.
Looks like DPI, and that's what they call. Jordan Poyer, a vital mistake, but once again, really doesn't matter. These guys are just playing at this point. Mac Jones, he'll take off,
Oh,
and he won't get it there. Goes down at the 3-yard line. And there's his
and
first
that's
touchdown pass of the season and the
yes.
Orbit's first touchdown of this game. Gabe Davis.
Gabe Davis.
They finally got in the end zone after all that time. I don't understand why they're so high. Oh, wait, hold on. I guess there is still a chance with 41 seconds left, but they would have to kick it onside and get it. So we'll see if they can do that. I believe they would have to score a touchdown and 2 points, but I don't even think maybe even then this will really matter. Here's the onside kick. First one in franchise history. And this
Intercept.
one will go to Virginia Beach, and that one is a done deal. 39 seconds. I
It
expect
really is.
the kneel right here. Ice, you cannot do that. That's also showing up on the
No, it's not.
screen. Yeah, it will. It will
Anyways,
show up on the
so
recording. But
11:15 completion there, or well, out of
Tua
the
ends his
amount of time
day.
he threw
Yeah, Tua ends his day pretty well.
on a very
He's
good day.
excited to get this win at home and a very, very decisive one as well, ignoring the late touchdown. And the
Here's
Orbits
your final score right there.
28-16. The Orbits, the losers in this one, and man, there might be a coach on the hot seat right now. With all the times that they went for field goals, I mean, these could have been converted into touchdowns, but it was more of a laid back setup for the Orbits, and the Dragons just took way too much advantage of that for the Orbits to be able to handle. Of course, Trevor Lawrence gets injured, and definitely need to work on tackling. I mean, Jono Smith should not be able to do that by any means. Um, we'll take a look at T-Law, see how long he's out, if it will show us. Obviously, he's injured. Um,
And he had not bad of a day on completion wise.
no, he didn't do bad,
11 for
but
17.
Tua definitely outshines him either way. 11 for 15 and 231 yards, 73% completion rate, 2 tutties, an INT, 15.4 yards on average, 68-yarder, his longest. So, and then T-Law, his longest pass was 21 yards. I just want to throw that in there. Um, Prayers need to be sent up for Ice Storm. He just lost all of his money. But
At
it's okay, buddy. We'll give you it
least
back,
the
maybe.
Tigers are winning.
Well, yeah. You can cope with that. 11 completions, 17 attempts, though, which means he would have missed on 6 of his passes. Still, again, not bad. 115 yards, 64% completion rate. No touchdowns, no INTs, and 6.7 yards per average. And do I really have to discuss this one? Mac Jones, 3 for 10, 23 yards, 30% completion rate. You could have told me that just by looking at the completions. 1 touchdown, 1 interception. That's how he'll start his season. And a 2.3 yards per average, his longest, his touchdown pass, 16 yards. But that's where we'll end things. The Virginia Beach Dragons make a name for themselves at home. The Orbits, with some decision making to do after week 1. We'll see you in the next one. So long from Virginia Beach.